started doing Take Action projects about, it's been about 12 years now.
So me as well as another student at this high school are creating a concert to promote environmental awareness in a major city in Ohio.
My project is working with the Newark Farmers Market to create a cloth bag that all the buyers and sellers can use instead of the plastic bags that are being used on a daily basis and thrown away and forgotten about.
So I'm part of a Take Action project for a proposal to an additional 30 acres of the Granville Intermediate School Land Lab.
And the Granville Land Lab is 60 acres of prairie and pollinator habitats, 4 wetlands, and ecosystem conservation that previously exists behind our intermediate school.
What my group is doing for the Take Action project is we are building up to 10 new wood duck nesting boxes for the land lab.
All of a sudden, when kids started asking questions about, what could they do, that's kind of what created the idea of a Take Action project, where rather than just talking about solutions, the students would actually start to attempt to do some of these things. They knew that this would be a big undertaking, but that potentially they could do some good, and potentially they could fail, and they were okay with the fail part. And I think anytime we try something that kind of stretches us a little bit, we have to be okay with that ability to fail.
For students who are interested to take on projects with a focus in science and the environment and math, anything, you really need to be passionate about what you're doing.
Just don't give up, because it can be very difficult because you have to work with a lot of different people and there's different tasks to be accomplished. But if you have something that you want to pursue, you should go for it. And yeah, just don't give up.
And a project means so much more when you really care about what you're doing.
If you're going to be doing a project like this where you're going to put in a lot of work, you want it to make sure it's a project that you're actually passionate about and you're worth fighting for. So I would make sure it's a topic that you have a great interest in and you're working on it with people who you get along with.
The ability to ask questions, the ability to question what's always been done. And I think one of the greatest things about this generation that I get to teach is the fact that they don't necessarily accept things just because that's the way we've always done it. And I think, the old saying is, we won't solve today's problems with the same thinking that created them. And I think I challenge students and to think differently, to look for other possibilities. Not only, can we do it, but can we do it better? Get engaged. Try, go after it. Don't try to solve all the problems. There's just too many things out there that, pick one and go after it and make a difference there. And then when you get that one to where you're okay with it, move on to something else.
Don't be afraid to fail. Through failure, we've learned and we've actually made changes, really big changes, not small changes, throughout the entire process. We've had to flip the design. We've had to ask more questions. We've had to reach out. We've been frustrated. It's not easy. It's a process. And so don't let the fear of falling down, being put on the spot, getting nervous, having to explain yourself, make you not want to do this. It doesn't take someone with an AP class, the best test scores, or say parents in the highest job you can get. What it takes is a group of kids who all want to do the same thing, who are willing to put in the time and the effort, and who are willing to really do something great.
These projects can have a lasting impact even with a small, one-person thing that you're doing. So I think anyone can have a lasting impact with these types of projects.
We're a bunch of high school students working on huge projects that impact all local communities. So I really think that if you're passionate towards something, anyone, no matter what age or no matter what experience you have, can pull off these projects.
Challenge yourselves. This is, you are an amazing generation with tremendous potential, but also tremendous resources at your disposal, and take advantage of those. Don't underestimate what you can do, and don't let anyone tell you you can't.